video, a long overdue video. So when I first started my channel, I was doing World of Tanks videos. Well, my first video was a World of Tanks video. So yeah, I figured I've been playing a lot of World of Tanks as of late. So today's video, I'm gonna be doing a T95E6. It is it's an American heavy tank. Obviously tier 10. I do have a mastery and a second class. I was trying to find decent games that I could show where it's best to play this tank. I mean, for me, I always go when I drive this tank. I always go with heavy, go where the mediums go. I literally support the mediums in this game. So we're gonna run through a few of the statistics. I'm gonna show you my ammunition loadout, which you probably see already, but we'll go through it. I'll show you my consumables and my provisions, and we'll go through the stats now. So the stats, roughly, you get 2,300 hit points. Your main armor for your turret, well, the front of your turret and the hull, you get obviously 152 in the front, 114 in the on the actual hull itself, 152 in the turret. The sides of the turret, you get 120. The sides of the hull, 76, which is pretty standard for every tank. Rear of the turret is pretty weak. Everyone knows the back of a tank is weak. Obviously, for the turret you get 51. For the hull you get 19. Your view range is 264 meters. Won't worry about the concealment, because the concealment for a heavy tank is you're pretty much going to be brawling. You're not going to be, at least I wouldn't think you would be camping in a heavy, but hey, people do it. Damage per minute, 2,850. That's not bad. With a reload time of like 8.42. Your armor piercing for average penetration is 258. Your high explosive anti-tank is 340, and your high explosive is 60. High explosive's a lot less than everything else because it has a high average damage output. You have your premium round, which obviously is going to have a higher penetration value, and then you got your standard round, which has your standard penetration. So your average damage for your armor piercing sits at 400. That's your normal round. Your high explosive anti-tank sits at 340. Obviously, because it's got more penetration, it's going to take away average damage. Your high explosive, 515. Obviously, because it's got low penetration value, it's going to have a high average damage. Your aiming time, 3.4 with a dispersion of 0.326 at 100 meters. You have 20 degrees of gun turn limit. Okay, so you can. I'm assuming. See, I don't know. I'm not good at these things, right? I'm assuming the. So I'm just gonna come out with it. That the up elevation, well, the degrees of the up elevation is 20, and the the down elevation is 10. So that'd be good for shooting over hills. I need to actually tell you more about the actual cupola thing, because people say it's troll. Well, I personally think it's troll as hell, and some people say it's weak. But we'll get more into that. The average speed's about 34. Apparently, it can do 42. You got your turret turn rate, 39 degrees a second, and you got your hull turn rate, which is 36. Overall, it's not a bad tank. As you can see, its gun is pretty damn long. But no, the cupola that I'm talking about, if we can go into this one, get rid of that. So the cupola that sits right at the very top of the tank, and this side thing that's on the side of the tank, I'm not sure if that's actually spaced armor or if that's considered something that actually you can hit and penetrate. I don't know. I haven't been hitting that part of the turret yet so far. The top of the turret, I have had troll bounces, but I've also had tanks that's penetrated me. Well, tanks that's penned the actual turret itself. The if you take away the cupola on the top and the little ball thing at the side, you have probably one of I wouldn't say the strongest turrets, but you've got a good turret. All I'd recommend doing is hiding your lower plate because people can shoot through that. If you're on a hill, try not to show that. The tank does do it. I haven't really tried side scraping in this. I got quite a few problems side scraping. I don't do it. I like to pretty much brawl, not side scrape. Do things that most people would get called noob for. But yeah, we're gonna get into a game. I'm gonna show you two games, as I've said. One's I need to show you my consumables, my provisions, my ammunition. So for my armor piercing, my standard rounds, I got 26. For my high explosive, I've got 5, and for my high explosive anti-tank heat, I have 5, and for my high explosive, I've got 5. I don't really use premium ammo that much, and I don't really sneak around enemy tanks that much to shoot high explosive. I'm normally sitting shooting at the front of a tank. If I can't pen it, then I'll switch to the high explosive anti-tank. My provisions pretty standard. I would say everybody tries to go for the improved fuel and stuff, but me, I go for the case cola. Obviously, view range, damage per minute, protective kit because you want to obviously protect your crew from injuries. You get speed mil, 10% speed of module repairs, 20% to fire protection in case of a engine damage, and you get plus 10%. Got the hiccups. Sorry, I think they're gone. You get 10% to your ammo rack and fuel tank durability. This should stop you from getting ammo racked in again. Don't know how far true it is. Yeah, the game in its current meta, in its current meta, you can actually ammo rack quite a lot of tanks. You just need to know where to hit, and there is quite a few good players that know where to hit. So consumables, I go with the adrenaline, multi-purpose restoration pack, and the engine power boost. Just for on most of my tanks, this is my standard thing. Some of my tanks I don't actually. So for my equipment, I don't actually. Sometimes I'll use gun rammer. Sometimes I'll use calibrated shells. It just depends what tank. So for my equipment, I went gun rammer, defense system, camouflage net, enhanced gun lane drive, enhanced armor, improved control, vertical stabilizer, and enhanced tracks. I did try a few other loadouts in the games, which are going to see some of the equipment's going to be different, but I diverge. I'm still trying to find the best equipment loadout for the tanks. Obviously, with all of the patches that have been, you can't have what you used to have. There used to be a set equipment loadout that everybody would use. That being said, we're going to get straight into the games. So I will see you when the game comes in. Well, I will see you in just a few seconds. Okay guys, we are back. And we're in the video. So we're on Himseldorf. And we've got a good team so far. We've got E100, Mauschen, FV215B, a Foch, a T30 and an E50M. I roll all the way over with the E50M, so to the right side of the map. And we're just gonna try and get out there as fast as possible. Obviously, Foch is over there trying to help us. He's moved right up. The E50M is just to the right of me. So obviously I always go, as I've said, I always follow the mediums in this tank. So the E50M goes straight over. I'm gonna help him cap this base. So obviously we cap this base. Now the Foch on my team's pushed up and got himself into a sticky situation. He's fired once, he's been hit once, and he's been bounced off once. So I hit the Conway for like 369, I believe. Yeah, 369. Now I'm going to use this building as best I can for cover. Shoot the mouse, 407. So for 2 shots, I've done 776 so far. I'm just going to put another shot into the Conway. And that lovely hit right there. Now, the Foch dies. And the Foch dies because, obviously, the E100 pushed him. I got a lovely bounce there for 600 off the... what was that? I don't even know myself. But, yeah, we basically try to use the building for as much cover as possible. And we get our first kill with an ammo rack on the T54 threat. Like, it's sad that we lost our Foch, but there was nothing we could have done. He ran straight in. Lovely little ram there on the Conway, and a lovely shot on him. I do get hit by the... I get hit twice by the BC25T, which I believe is the back chat. So right there, I'll go ahead, switch to HE, put a HE shell into him, then ram him, and then I'm going to... Well, I'm not. The E100 finishes him off. We're going to slip over towards D, and then I realise I'm going to stick with my E100 and my tank destroyer. Obviously, it's better to all be with each other so that you can focus fire on a threat together. Now I run around this corner. I take a shot from the IS-7. I do shoot him back. He does shoot me again in a second. I didn't really angle at all this time. I was kind of trying to angle, but him shooting me, it meant he wasn't shooting the E100. Our T30 is gonna get destroyed. I kind of fluffed that shot right there. But yeah, our T30 is just gonna get wrecked right now. I managed to put a shot into the back of the VK2101. Give the E100 some space so you can put a few shells into him. I shoot him again. Already I've done like 5,282 damage and I've bounced 1,200. I do get another shot and then the E100 finishes him off. So in total, I believe I have done a solid 5,643 damage in a battle. I do get a mastery. This is the mastery, obviously. Get the mastery. It's unique, it's good. Second battle, so we're on, this is not, I think this is Oasis Palms. Might be wrong. Anyway, it's a sand map, right? So, same thing again. I'm going to push with mediums. I'm going to go left. Somewhere through the game, my team tells me it's a bad idea. I'm going with an OP tank. I'm going to support and try and keep this overpowered tank alive for as long as possible. I try to. Obviously, T22 medium, it is a it's a beast of a tank. It's completely overpowered in tier 10. So we do try and, well, I was trying to get a shot on the WZ121, but obviously it was a bit too slow. So we're just going to keep pushing. I'm going to let the T22 get the base. And I'm going to try and take shots on this K91. It's also another... the K91 is also an overpowered tank. It's pretty lovely for tier 9 actually. So we put one shot into him, and then we're basically trying to just bait shots and hide our turret, like literally hide our turret as best we can. I do bounce a shot. Try to put another one into him. I completely missed. I fluffed it up. That was bad on my behalf. He goes behind a building, so I'm just gonna push straight over to where the T90. Well, I'm the T95E2, so that's not gonna work. I was trying to push over to the T22. The FV says, "Oh, bad plan." It was a bad plan, us coming the left side, but it wasn't. It was quite a well placed plan. I do get penned off the K91. Bounce off the T62A, get hit again for like off the K91. I wasn't using the tank to the best of my ability. You're gonna see me using the tank to the best of my ability right now. Obviously, I don't think he can. No, I don't think he can shoot me right now. So we're just gonna keep smashing this K91. I bounce a shot, terrible. Like, as you can see, like, I've bounced 1210 damage already, and that's mainly just off the shots that I took from the K91 and the one shot that I took from the T62A. So we're going to push round. I'm going to shoot him. He bounces again. He then decides he's going to run away. I get shot by the E75 and it was a bounce. So I put one into him. Now we're already on 2,451 so far. We're going to chuck a few. There's a nice high roll on the Chieftain Mark 6 Royal. 500, nice. And we're just going to keep lighting them up to the best of our ability. Obviously the chaser destroyed him. Now we're going to try and, well, we was going to try and focus the E75, but obviously the E75 had other plans. So we'll push around. The T22 takes out the K91 on the enemy team. I push up to try and get view of the E75 and the T62. I've got 1,542 hit points left. The E75 pulls out and we're able to track him. He hits us for a nice 480, 440. But yeah, from now on, like, I don't believe we're going to take any more shots from him. But we're just going to hit his lower plate continuously, and if we hit it, we do take another shot from him. Damn. We're just going to try and keep him there. Obviously, the T62A got taken out. Not the T62, the WZ121. We do 4,567. Not bad. It was a second class steel wall. So yeah, that's the T95E6. If you like the video, go ahead, subscribe.